The Silverbank Sanctuary in the Dominican Republic is a fertile birthing and breeding ground for the massive Atlantic humpback whale.
When they breach and come out of the water, it's just a magnificent sight.
It's the breathtaking sights that lure Bridget Server and her mother Janet Blackwelder on a snorkeling and whale-watching adventure.
My mom really loved aquatic life, and so she really was so excited to go on this trip.
Gwen and Randy Thornton are also part of the 18-person expedition. It's a journey that takes them 9 hours out to sea.
So many whales just constantly up in the air, breaching. It was overwhelming.
On the final day of their week-long trip, they witnessed the spectacle of a lifetime. 30 feet below, a newborn calf lies sleeping on its mother's back. Bridget's mom, Randy and Gwen, watch from just 20 feet away, while Bridget videotapes the incredible sight. Whale research biologist John Kalembakidis says the calves need to surface every 5 minutes to breathe, and the fiercely protective mother will instinctively guide her calf to the top.
To be in the water with a whale at this kind of range is a bad idea for the whale. It's a bad idea for people.
A lesson that is about to be learned the hard way. The divers watch in awe from what they think is a safe distance, when suddenly, the mother bolts for the surface with her calf to get a breath of air.
I remember Randy putting out his hands like this. I felt like they were going to run right into us.
Then, with a single movement of her gigantic fluke, this distressed mother whale wreaks bloody havoc in the pristine waters.
I heard a scream. It was like a blood-curdling scream. I knew something was wrong.
The 50-foot-long, 50-ton mother thrusts her massive fluke slightly to the right to get her baby away from the humans. But her tail smacks Janet in the head, and when Randy tries to swim away, her tail also strikes his leg.
She was totally unconscious. Her neck looked like it had snapped. She wasn't breathing. And so I thought, oh my gosh, my mom's dead. You could really just hear the crack of something. You can hear it on the video.
That horrible sound is Randy's leg, snapping in half.
As I'm swimming towards him, I put my face in the water, and I look at his leg, and I can see that it's twisted the wrong way.
This is the size and weight of a truck, so this is like being hit by a truck.
Janet and Randy are carefully pulled onto the raft, then transported to the mothership.
Her respirations were shallow, she was cold, her blood pressure was low.
Randy's femur, the body's largest bone, is broken. Both victims are placed on backboards for the choppy, dark, and punishing boat ride back to land. After the grueling journey, Randy and Janet are taken to a hospital in the Dominican Republic.
My mom ended up having brain swelling, broken ribs, a concussion, and bruising all down the left side of her body.
But Janet lives to tell her story.
To know that your daughter saved your life, it's a pretty incredible thing.
But things look bleak for Randy. He has a steel rod put into his leg that's bent, too long, and too small in diameter. He develops an embolism in his lung. He loses 40% of his breathing capacity and contracts a malarial-like virus. But somehow, some way, he survives. It's been a long road to recovery for Randy, who ultimately had to have the rod surgery redone in the States. But neither he or Janet have any regrets.
People say, you know, would you ever go do that again? Yes, I would in a minute. I loved it. Not the getting hurt, but the swimming with the whales. It was really an amazing experience.
Well, I would say the only human error is that we got a little closer than we probably should have. I mean, these are wild animals. You know, if you get too close to a wild animal, you're probably going to get hurt.